What's up, Titty Gang? It's your girl Titty Girl. I'm back with another video, and as y'all could tell by the title, we are going to be reacting to the top 10 reasons why New Orleans is the worst city. Before we get to it, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I feel like I'm gonna relate to a lot of these, but without further ado, let's get straight to the video.
Hey everyone, welcome to 601 Travels. We've already told you why New Orleans is a great place in another video, but in this one, we're going to tell you why you should think twice about settling down here and calling it home. Before we get started, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to join our travel community. We do top 10s just like this one, plus city tours and highway drives. Make sure you smash that notification bell so you don't miss a future upload. Here's our list of the top 10 reasons you should not move to New Orleans, Louisiana. Number 10, violent. New Orleans isn't the type of city you want to get lost in or venture off on your own. It is very dangerous here. If you want to be the victim of a violent crime, you may just get your wish because you'll have a 1 in 16 chance. If you're in a room with 16 people, one of you is getting the business. That's 202% higher than the national average. Gang violence is real, very real, and it's all over the city. Lil Wayne will tell you. Even tourist areas like the French Quarter are targets for criminals despite the amount of people there to enjoy themselves. Make sure you travel in large groups and try your best to stay in well-lit areas. Number 9, hurricanes. During the months of August until right around October, the residents of this city are clenching really tight. For those of you who are unaware, grab a map and check it out. New Orleans' location on the Gulf of Mexico makes it very prone to hurricanes, and its infrastructure makes it very vulnerable. Everyone there remembers Hurricane Katrina and the 850,000 homes it damaged or destroyed after the historic flooding crippled the city. If you were too young or not born yet, it was horrible. It's not a matter of if, but when another hurricane comes and hits. There are still many areas that have never recovered in the past 16 years, and any future significant storms will do even more damage. Number 8, roads. Do you enjoy events like bringing your car in for alignments, new suspension systems, bent rims, blown tires, getting stuck? The roads in New Orleans can only be described as unbelievable. Not necessarily downtown, but in outlying neighborhoods. The holes in these roads are huge. Like, drive around them or be swallowed into hell huge. They force you to drive extremely slow so you can keep a lookout for them to avoid any complications. The city's in no rush to fix any of them either, and if you drive a car, your life will be impacted. Some roads there can quickly go from pavement to a dirt-filled, hollowed-out mess before you even realize it. Number 7, shaped like a toilet bowl. New Orleans is a one-of-a-kind, special city in the United States. There's not many others out there quite like it. The design of the city is set up for failure right from the beginning, as the topography makes it very easy to flood. Aside from events like hurricanes, the city relies on the levee systems to keep water flowing and moving out of the neighborhoods. We've seen what happens when the systems fail, and it's totally possible something like that could happen again. Number 6, Mardi Gras. Do you like people? New Orleans attracts a lot of people for some reason or another during the year for normal attractions downtown on a regular basis, but their biggest and most obvious claim to fame is Mardi Gras. There is an estimated 1.4 million people who come each year to get their drink on and live the life. This influx of foot traffic makes the city swell with people so bad that everything is affected in a negative way. Aside from all the crime that the festivities bring, if you aren't out there drinking, who would want to deal with all those people? It's bad enough sometimes having to go into Walmart, let alone shoulder-to-shoulder crowds for days on end. Number 5, stupid expensive. For whatever reason, New Orleans is expensive. The average cost of a home there is about $350,000, which might not seem like a lot depending on where you're from, but for what you're surrounded by, it is a ton of money. There are more affordable houses, but the cheaper they are, the more crime you'll find. Given the unemployment rate in the city is 30% higher than the national average and the poverty level is 73% higher, things just don't add up for a lot of people there. As expensive as it is, it's easy to see why many people don't choose to willingly move to New Orleans. Number 4, one-way streets. To go along with the issue of the road conditions, another really bad thing about New Orleans are the one-way streets. Normally not a big deal, but these roads are so narrow and lined with cars and houses that you can be blocked in, ambushed, and killed with ease. There is literally no getting out of situations if you wind up down the wrong side road and are the victim of a violent crime. The one-way streets also make navigation hard for those who aren't familiar with where they are going, which in that case, they shouldn't be wandering in the first place. Number 3, dirty. According to a recent and very reliable poll, New Orleans is ranked as the 7th dirtiest city in the United States. Driving around the city, especially its outlying areas, it won't take long to see why. Many important facts were considered to determine how dirty the city was, including things like infestation of rodents, waste regulations, air quality, pollution, and litter. All these things are present here and are a huge problem. This is another factor that makes me wonder why real estate is so expensive. Yet for some reason, people just chalk it up as an experience and overlook how trashy some parts really are. Number 2, no seasons. As long as you like hot and hotter, New Orleans is the place to be. There are mild winters and hell-like summers here, thanks to its warm sea climate. Add in a ton of humidity, and you get the perfect mix to stay inside next to your air conditioner. And it's not like a passing shower will cool anything off either. That just makes things worse. Don't count on seeing snow much, if ever, here. It's very rare that you ever have any kind of winter weather, so don't worry about depending on plows to clear the road or being late to work due to icy conditions. Number 1, traffic. Anyone who's ever driven in New Orleans on I-10 will tell you and agree that the traffic there is just about as bad as its criminal activity. Drivers there are extremely aggressive, fast-paced, and always in a rush to get somewhere. New Orleans ranks amongst the top in the country for the worst traffic, and the roadways are just getting more and more clogged. Getting around the city on a normal day is hectic enough, let alone during a holiday or festival, or God forbid a storm evacuation. Can you say highway parking lot? To live here, you need to factor in a lot of travel time to ensure you can put up with all the traffic conditions. Alright everyone, that'll do it for today's video.
I'm gonna stop it right there. I'm gonna break down each 10 that she said because, as I could tell by my facial expressions, I had a lot to say, but I didn't want to do too much. I didn't want to do too much stopping. I wanted y'all to listen to everything she had to say, but now I'm about to dissect it. Okay, so the first one, number 10, was violent. Yes, NOLA is violent, but to an extent, it's violent. What people are failing to realize, New Orleans is a big fucking city, just like Houston, just like LA, just like New York City, just like Atlanta, just like Miami. When you have big cities, there's going to be violence. Because motherfuckers don't know how to act, okay? So don't make it seem like, oh my God, this is the worst motherfucking place to be. It's not that bad. Only certain places in New Orleans is that bad. Do not let these motherfuckers buck your head up. Don't let them. Also notice that this video was posted in October of 2021. We are now in 2023. So a lot has changed. Well, not much. Let me not much has changed. But a lot of the stuff that she said in the video is not 100% accurate. So that's why I'm breaking it down for y'all. But yes, NOLA is violent in certain areas. The entire city of New Orleans is not violent. The entire city of New Orleans does not have gangs. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. I'm saying it. I don't care what she's talking about in this video. Only way you would really know this for a fact is if you live down here. And I'm pretty sure she did not live down here. And if she did, let her tell me how long she lived down here. Because, baby, I've been here for 25 years. And a lot of the stuff you said in this video is inaccurate. All right, moving on to number 9. Hurricanes. Yes, hurricanes. I want to say we get about one at least every 5 to 10 years. I have been through Katrina. When Katrina hit, I was 7. I was just about to turn 8. And we just had a recent one, Ida. Ida was a lot worse than Katrina because of how powerful and windful she was. Katrina was really bad because she picked up her speed and strength within a mirror of 24 hours before she was supposed to hit landfall. She was originally a category 2 or 3. And then by the time she approached the Gulf of Mexico, she became a 5 overnight. And that's when everybody decided to panic and try to get the fuck out. You only had so many hours to get out of the state of Louisiana, and so they literally forced you to stay where you were. That's why a lot of people ended up staying in NOLA, because a lot of people did not have enough time to evacuate. Hurricanes are, I don't want to say rare here, but it seems like every time we at least have one, it can be very detrimental depending on what the power of that hurricane is. I want to say Ida was maybe a 2 or 3 or maybe even a 4 when she hit here. But as soon as she hit land, she quickly died down. But she did a lot of damage on her way in and on her way out, to the point where she hit us and went all the way up to, I want to say, like New York, New Jersey area. First of all, how did she get all the way up there? I don't know, but she was still like, baby, when I tell you, she hit land and she was slowly dying. But some way, somehow, she, like, I guess she was going so fast, she made herself all the way up there and still did a lot of damage. So I remember a lot of people were very scared for us, to the point where we didn't even notice or realize, because we were still, you know, dealing with the devastation we had here, that she made her ass all the way up north. How the fuck did she start down here and get all the way up there? Ida was something else. Ida was literally, I want to say, Katrina's baby. Maybe that was her daughter. Or maybe she had to be related to Katrina in some type of shape or form. But lately our hurricanes have not been the best. So whenever we hear the S word, y'all, we run. Or we try to run. We try to. Sometimes we don't make it, depending on, you know, the circumstances. Number 8 was roads. So she was saying a lot about the roads and how New Orleans did not want to fix their roads. The reason why they don't want to fix their roads is because of hurricanes. Every time a hurricane comes, it fucks their roads up even more. New Orleans does not have that. They have a lot of stuff wrong with it, and I'm gonna go deeper into it. But it's not that New Orleans themselves do not want to fix the roads. If that was the case, every time they fix the roads, they would have to fix it again and fix it again and fix it again and fix it again. You know how tiring that would be to fix the same road probably 3, 4, 5 times a year? That's how bad it is. You know, like I said, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, I'm gonna get into it a little bit later. But don't simply try to say that New Orleans don't care about their roads and they don't want to do anything about it. It's the fact that they simply can, but it's not gonna make a difference. I'm gonna leave that on that one. And as far as her saying how you can go from a little road to a dirt street road, you can see shit like that. It's not like it's just gonna happen like that. Like, you're gonna see, if you're paying attention like you're supposed to be, you can tell. And yes, we do have a lot of potholes and all of that. But like I said, as long as you're paying attention, you'll be fine. And don't be driving like a bat out of hell in New Orleans. Simple as that. Number 7, she has that it's shaped like a bowl. NOLA is shaped like a bowl. And the reason why NOLA is shaped like a bowl is because it is literally below sea level. The city of New Orleans is built under sea level. There is a area in NOLA where you can go, where there's the actual water line. Lake Pontchartrain is so widespread. When I tell y'all, when you go to this little area, I forgot what the name of it is. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen for y'all. Yes, NOLA does flood a lot because of that. They do. So I advise if you go out and it's raining, to beware that it can flood. And when I mean flood, I don't mean like no literally puddles. I mean like literally it can get to like 2-3 feet high type shit, to where your vehicle can flood because of how high the water gets. Just forewarning you. It's real out here. It's real. Number 6 is partying. So she was saying how you shouldn't move here because there's always partying going on. Mind you, everyone in their fucking right mind knows that New Orleans is a party city. You will literally party when you go to New Orleans. People go to New Orleans to party, not to necessarily live if you don't like to party. If you don't like to be around loud music and partying, why are you even trying to consider to live in New Orleans? Certain parts of New Orleans. If you, I don't know why she put that in there, honestly, because a lot of people do move to New Orleans because of culture. They do. But once again, if you decide to live in New Orleans because of culture, go to an area that serves that purpose. There's different areas in New Orleans. There's a party area. There's a residential area. There's shopping area. New Orleans got everything. Okay? So if you're wanting to live in New Orleans and you don't want to have anything to do with parties and all this shit, then go find a residential area that does not have those things. And it doesn't have to be exactly in New Orleans. There's surrounding areas around New Orleans that you could go live in. Okay? I'm just letting you know. You don't have to live in the actual city of New Orleans. There's other places around New Orleans you can go stay where you ain't gonna be around that shit. I'm just putting it out there. But 9 times out of 10, if you come to NOLA, you're trying to party. I'm gonna leave it at that. Number 5, she said, stupid expensive. A lot of things in NOLA is stupid expensive because they know they are a hot tourist city. New Orleans knows everybody's going to come here for Mardi Gras, for festivals, for all these types of things that NOLA throws and has, because people want to come and see this. So yes, they're going to charge you $50 to park in their parking lot because they can do that. What you mean? Like, it's NOLA. Come on. You're not going to get the same experience anywhere else. Let's be honest. You're not going to get that culture anywhere else. You're not. Nobody's going to do Mardi Gras like us. You're not going to get anywhere else. You're not. You're just not. So the fact of the matter is, if you plan to come to NOLA, make sure you got money. That's just simple as it's going to get. Make sure you got money. Number 4 was the streets. Yes, they do have a lot of one-way streets. They do. But what I did not agree about how she said that you could literally get blocked in to where it could get dangerous and somebody could set you up and rob you and da-da-da. And if that does happen, it's not as often as she's trying to make it seem. No. I promise you, if you go on a one-way, there's plenty enough room for you to get through. Okay? Don't listen to what she's talking about. Shit. Child. Number 3, dirty. Like I said, big city. Yes, it's going to be dirty. Reason why it is dirty, it has a lot to do with more than what she said. It's a lot that goes into it, y'all. There's a bunch of shit to the reason why NOLA is so dirty. They just have so many fucking people, but not enough resources. They don't have enough garbage trucks. They don't have enough workers. There's not enough police in New Orleans, y'all. There's not enough fucking police officers. So you think there's gonna be enough people to pick everybody's trash up? Like, let's be realistic, y'all. Let's be realistic. Like, let's take Bourbon, let's take all of those places out of the loop. The city of New Orleans is the way it is because of the state of Louisiana. If y'all want me to make a video of the state of Louisiana, I could get into it, y'all. I could really get into it. But NOLA is a project because of that. Like she said, NOLA has not been the same since Hurricane Katrina and will never be the same. Hurricane Katrina literally fucked up everything. She fucked up the entire state of Louisiana. Let's be honest. She fucked up everything. She fucked that up for us. We lost so much shit. So much. But let me digress. We got a couple more to get into. So number 2 was seasonless. I don't like how she said seasonless. That's why I made the face I made until she was getting into her points. Yes, we do not really have the 4 seasons around this bitch. I'm gonna keep it real. We briefly have a spring. It's mostly fucking summer around this bitch. We briefly have fall. We've been having winter a little bit more than we usually have it. How she's been saying that we ain't gotta worry about ice on the roads and just no, baby, we still be having ice on the roads. That's still a factor, baby. Don't be spreading lies. But no, yes, it mostly is hot as a motherfucker out here. So yeah, but I mean, anybody with common sense would know not to come to the south if you're expecting snow. Anybody in their right mind. I'm just saying. Let's get to the last one. Child, it's just too many things that she said that just, oof. Traffic, number 1. The fact that she said that NOLA got the worst traffic. It's a big city. Have y'all not seen LA traffic? Have y'all not seen Houston traffic? Have y'all not seen New York, Miami, Atlanta, Las Vegas? Come on, bro. It's a large city. What do you expect? Now, I will tell you, them NOLA natives be driving kind of crazy. I will tell you that. yeah, they drive crazy out here. I will tell you that. But the fact that she's trying to make it seem like it's the worst traffic, it's not the worst traffic. It's not. It's not. It's just like any old big city. It is. So, I digress from what she said. Her 10 reasons were valid in her way, but I just had to elaborate on a couple of things that she said because she could have left that shit out because she knows she was talking about. But any NOLA natives, if y'all have anything else to add, put them in the comments because I feel like she tried it with this video. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Just to let everyone else know, NOLA is not the worst city. Okay. It ain't the number 1 worst city to live in. Let me stop playing with y'all. But for real, like, it is up there, y'all, but her reasonings are not valid. It's not that valid to me. And like I said, any other NOLA natives, if y'all want to go ahead and agree or disagree in the comments, let them really know what it's like out here. 'Cause I don't want nobody continuing to throw out misinformation and, you know, trying to give us a bad name out here. But so again, thank you guys so much for joining. And I will see you guys next video.